Wow. In the words of my illustrious GOAT,
what are they gonna say now?
What y'all about to say now? Because Spider-Man Brand New Day is about to crack $1 billion in less than 5 days. A feat that the last Marvel projects could not even come close to, i.e. Thunderbolts, Captain America Brand New World, and Fantastic Four, which I actually thought Fantastic Four was about to make way more money than it did, and it barely even got to a little over $500 million. Before we continue, please, if you're watching this video, give us a like, go and leave a comment, subscribe so that this video can get out to all the other film lovers, Marvel lovers, Star Wars lovers, all that, and so we can be a community all together. All right, now the topic I want to talk about today is it superhero fatigue or is it superhero slop? Right? People have talked about, oh, people don't go into movie theaters anymore. People have superhero fatigue, but Spider-Man, this is the second time in a row that Spider-Man has proven against that theory. Why? And mind you, ticket prices have gone up. Okay? So what excuse do you have? Matter of fact, between Spider-Man and the Odyssey, this is the biggest box office month in history. Post-pandemic, and ticket prices have gone up. So what are we talking about? People don't want to go into the theaters. No, people are picky. People want to go see quality. They don't want to go see mess. They don't want to go see a whole lot of mid, i.e. Supergirl. Speaking of Supergirl, I don't think I'm in left field by saying that the DCU, man, I think the clock is ticking on y'all, man, because think about this. Superman is in popularity terms up there with Spider-Man and the Batman. These are the most popular characters in comic book history. And yet Superman struggled to even get to $650 million. It struggled to get there, right? If I'm the head of the DCU and I'm looking at this, would I really bank on my next movie to be Supergirl? Bro, like, you were better off making a Nightwing movie. Like, Supergirl, I don't even think it made $150 million. So this would be considered a flop. Okay, and people talking about, well, yeah, superhero fatigue is the reason for that. No, because it was a whole lot of mid. It was the Temu Guardians of the Galaxy. What are we talking about? Spider-Man proves time and time again, when you have a movie that they put love and care into and you make it about heroism and not about politics, this is what happens. You put butts in seats. Now, you can say that No Way Home relied heavily on nostalgia. You had Toby, you had Andrew, you even had Doc Ock, and you even had the Green Goblin up in there. But this movie didn't have any of that. It was just a damn good movie. That's why people are talking about this nonstop in social media. I'm loving seeing all the clips, man. When word of mouth takes over and you don't have to rely solely on ad dollars and things like that, that's the tenet of a great movie. A great movie experience, and that's exactly what Spider-Man Brand New Day was and is, and it deserves all of the praise that it's getting. It deserves, like, again, Tom Holland, you did a fantastic job. Dustin Daniel Cretton, you did a fantastic job. The writers, everybody else, the pun, everybody, you guys, hats off to you. I'm happy for what this means for superhero fans, superhero movie lovers like myself, and what this means in the future, okay? Because, dude, stop making superhero slop. Stop making these mid movies, man. Like, put some love and effort into it, and this will be the result. And I said that the Marvel Universe needed a home run. My God, was this a home run? And mind you, now, we have seen this before. But I think this time Marvel is in a better place than they were a few years back, because after the first No Way Home, we had a couple other projects that were questionable, right? But this time, the next movie that's coming up is Avengers Damage Control, right? And I say Damage Control, well, they decide to bring in this guy who used to be this guy and directed by these guys. You can say that's a formula for success, and I'm hoping that it is true. I mean, granted, they did bring in the biggest Marvel movies ever and gross over what, $5 billion. I'm just saying, man, I have high hopes, man. We got to take everything with caution nowadays, because where you have an extreme high, there might be an extreme low. However, I really don't think that Doomsday is going to be an extreme low. I actually think it's going to be a great movie. I'm hoping that it's going to be on par with Infinity War, which I think is one of the greatest Marvel cinematic movies that has ever existed. You see what I'm saying? Now, granted, I'm happy that Brand New Day can propel itself up to those kind of heights, especially when it comes to box office dollars. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm hoping that Marvel is learning its lesson from the last few years, that we have gotten projects that were extremely questionable, and I'm not going to say names. I think y'all know what I'm talking about, but truthfully, I think that they are, because with shows like the Daredevil returning to form, right? You got the Punisher One Last Kill, you got Spider-Man Brand New Day. It seems like they are on the rise again, and I'm all for it, man, because remember back in the day, man, it was a pleasure. It was so fun being a Marvel fan. I still remember to this day the first time I watched the first Avengers movie, and I'll tell that story another time, but it looks like we are starting to return back to another golden age when it comes to superhero movies, and I hope that the DCU is taking a lot of notes, because your next movie is Clayface, and I don't know who is asking for Clayface, but I'm hoping you will make Clayface profitable. At least I'm hoping it's a good movie. Maybe it is. I mean, I know I didn't ask for it. I think there were a lot of other villains that you guys could have pulled from or put on the silver screen, but whatever, you chose Clayface, so it is what it is. So DCU, y'all time is ticking, because Marvel is kicking your ass yet again. All in all, man, what do y'all think, man? Put it in the comments. Do y'all think that Marvel is officially back? Do you think that with the success of Spider-Man Brand New Day, that we are looking at the sun on the horizon come up and shine a light into the rest of the great superhero movies that we used to get? Or do you think that this is just lightning in a bottle? Y'all let me know, man, because I'm really hoping that this is a great sign for the future. And like I said in the beginning of this video, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe, and I'm looking forward to the next videos that we are making. I will be making my Spider-Man tier list very, very soon. I plan to go see Spider-Man Brand New Day again and go ahead and contribute to that box office success that is going on. So y'all let me know, man. It's your boy Most Likely with Jumpstart Films, and I'm out.